Refine simulates the large, complex, and often dangerous industrial oil operations that power the entire world into a medium to heavyweight board game that can be played on your kitchen table. The next historic video describes the oil distillation process, which is at the heart of Refined. I hope you enjoy your brief history lesson.
And that's done in these towers called fractionating towers. They divide crude oil into the lighter and heavier parts. Those of different boiling points liquefy at different levels in the towers. Some lighter than gasoline liquefy at the top. Heavier parts liquefy further down. At the bottom are the heavy fuel oils, or the raw materials from which lubricating oils are made.
Refined is an engine-building, dice-rolling, contract fulfillment economic board game for 2 to 4 players that takes 90 to 150 minutes to play. Over 100 custom dice are used in Refined to represent the various oil fractions contained within the millions and millions of barrels of oil used every day throughout the world. In Refined, players vie for resources and equipment upgrades to increase their production capabilities as they try to produce the required refinery outputs to be sold to the wholesale market or used to fulfill specialized contracts. Over the course of 5 eras, players will reinvest their profits to customize their refinery capabilities, striving to maximize efficiency and generate the most profits. Players need to balance all their refinery operations to prevent even a single drop of oil from going to waste or be penalized for the environmental impacts of their negligent operations. Embark on a journey across the last 150 years of the oil revolution and outwit fellow players in the race to becoming the greatest and wealthiest oil refining tycoon. The custom dice in Refined represent the various hydrocarbon products from the natural gases to the coal-like material at the bottom of the distillation columns called coke. There's a limited amount of refining capacity for each type of dice, which presents an ongoing operational puzzle in the game. Every dice gained will need to find a legal position in the refinery, or the player will cause an environmental issue, resulting in a potential loss of points at the end of the game. Players will purchase refinery upgrades to allow them to hold and process more crude oil dice to prevent these operational issues and generate more profits. Besides upgrading their refinery, players will also need to secure consumer contracts that utilize the dice they produce in the refinery to maximize their profits. One of the unique game mechanisms, which is modeled on real refinery operations, is a strategic ability to crack dice into different and potentially higher quality distillates, which can be recycled back to the player's storage to be utilized on future turns. This presents the players with a critical decision. Do they simply sell all their dice each turn for short-term profits, or do they crack the dice into more useful and needed inputs for future rounds? Every round of Refined presents a player with an ever-growing tactical and economic puzzle which needs to be solved and optimized. Players must use creativity and planning to maximize their profits, and a little luck will never hurt.